New insight today into how different groups of voters are viewing President Trump's performance just over 2 months in. In a new NBC News Deciders Focus Group, African American men who live in swing states and voted for Trump had this to say.
I believe that he's getting rid of the clutter and things that have been there for a long period of time. And he's just cleaning house. But there's a way to do it. And so I don't 100% agree totally how he's cleaning house, but there are some areas that need to be improved within the government.
He said he's going to do some things. He did a lot of things. Whether it actually happens exactly how he wanted it to happen or not, at least he tried and actually did something. So that's more than I can say about the Democrats probably ever.
Michael Hardaway and Brendan Buck are joining me right now. So, guys, Michael, the consensus seems to be at least he's doing something, at least he's trying. How do Democrats combat that message?
This is the issue. I'm actually working on an op-ed about this right now. The Democratic Party does the work in terms of delivering Medicare and Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act and all the things we depend on, but we don't communicate that work. We don't tell people what we're doing, and so they don't know. What Donald Trump has done, he's done a masterful job of creating daily episodes of The Apprentice, where he signs executive orders that ultimately become illegal and don't do anything, but it looks like he's doing something. Democrats have to focus on also providing people the information about what's happening versus just doing it and expecting them to already know. That's not reasonable.
So, Brendan, when asked what's one question you'd ask Trump, one responded, when are the gas prices going to come down? When are we going to see the effects of this economy changing? But is there a limit to Trump's grace period, if you will, before people expect tangible results?
Of course, and I'm glad you make that point. I mean, the important thing to remember is you're still in what should be the honeymoon phase of a new administration at this point. And Trump, in terms of Trump's relative popularity, is actually getting that. He's as popular as he's ever been, certainly more popular at this point than he was in 2017. But yes, Donald Trump was elected more than anything on the economy and over people's concerns about the cost of living. And if that does not improve, and certainly there are fresh, serious concerns about the direction of the economy, if the economy starts going south, he's got big political issues. I mean, this was an economy that was ready to take off. It was bad during the Biden administration, but we were ready to go in a really good direction. And he couldn't help himself with this trade war and lots of uncertainty that certain things, and that will catch up to him very, very quickly.
Yeah, but does he care, Brendan? I mean, he's in his second term. I mean, he doesn't have to run again. And then what about the Republicans around him, those in Congress? They're going to care.
Oh, I think he cares a lot. I think Donald Trump cares about his legacy more than just about anything. And I think he loves being popular. And I think we have seen him react to things that are very unpopular in the past and change direction. That's really the only guardrail we have with him right now. And if the economy continues to show signs of suffering and the market continues to suffer, yeah, I think that'll get his attention.
So, Michael, as we heard, that focus group had some pretty tough words for Democrats. Let's take a listen to how they described the party.
Liars, a lot of people doing insider trading. A lot of people are working for lobbyists and not for the people. I think lost. They're a lost group.
Just a bunch of false promises. I would say attack on our children with these pushed agendas. Just not really relatable.
Pretty stunning assessment there, ending up with just not really relatable. How do Democrats counter that narrative?
The Democratic Party has a male problem, and it certainly has a black male problem. And until we embrace that and acknowledge it, we can't fix it. The reality is, I think, most black men feel as though the party has left them. They feel like they don't benefit from anything the party does, and they think that all of these other groups benefit when they come out and vote and give the Democrats a victory, but Democrats don't then turn around and do anything for black men. I think that is something that many people think. I disagree with that notion, but that is a failure on our part to communicate. If someone doesn't want to buy your product, it's not their fault. It's your fault because you're not selling it correctly. And I think that's where we are as a party, and we have to really reconsider the way we communicate with people and meet them where they are.
Brendan, so Trump withdrew New York Representative Elise Stefanik's nomination for UN ambassador amid concerns of the GOP's thin majority there in the House. There are multiple special elections coming up, including this Tuesday in Florida, to fill 2 empty seats. Does pulling Stefanik's nomination indicate Republicans are worried about these races and they can't risk losing their razor-thin House majority?
That's the only explanation I can come up with, and it's still a bit strange to me. Look, this is a very tough situation for Elise Stefanik. I mean, she was ready to be confirmed. She was putting out videos highlighting her career in the House, ready to move on, and then out of nowhere, this came up. It's not a surprise that the margin was going to be thin, but to your point, there's supposed to be 2 new Republicans coming in. The margin was actually about to get better, and that was why she was going to leave. The only thing that I can really think of is that they were worried that they were going to lose that seat that she currently holds. Now, that's another district where Republicans have done pretty well recently, and it's gone pretty Trumpy. Shouldn't normally be at risk, but special elections are funky. And I guess they were concerned that her New York district could be in play, and that wasn't worth her position there. That's all I can come up with.
Well, listen, in fact, Michael, maybe because of this week, the Democrat won a special election for a state Senate seat in Pennsylvania. That was in a district that Trump won by 15 points. What does that tell you?
It's a canary in the coal mine. If you are in Democratic leadership or Republican leadership, you should ask yourself why an incredibly popular president has a party that is struggling in deeply red districts. The 2 districts that have elections coming up on Tuesday, that's a deeply red district in a deeply red state. There's no reason we should be even having a conversation about Democrats potentially winning. To the point that you just made, the state Senate seat in Pennsylvania as well. And I also agree with Brendan that I think the Stefanik seat possibly could have been lost to Democrats as well. That to me says that Trump crashing the economy is something that people have an issue with, even if they like him personally.
Okay, Michael Hardaway and Brendan Buck, good to see you both. Thanks, guys.